Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm the Reverend Dr. Thaeda Franz, and today I want to talk about something that I think a lot of people experience but don't always have language for. You know that feeling when you've done everything? You did the therapy, you've worked with your inner child, you've journaled, you've meditated, you've set boundaries, you've cleared your chakras, you've said all the affirmations. You've shown up with sincerity and real effort, doing everything the books and teachers told you to, and still nothing moves, nothing changes. The same pattern keeps repeating, the same heaviness sits in your chest. The same fog won't clear, and you start asking yourself, what's wrong with me? Why can't I make this work? Here's what I want you to know. When nothing is shifting, it doesn't always mean something is wrong with you. And if this conversation or others like it intrigues you, go ahead and subscribe or share this work so it gets to others who could benefit from it. Thanks. Okay, so that why can't I make this work spiral? It can be a symptom pointing to something real, not a verdict on your worth or your effort or your capacity for healing. Stuckness isn't proof of failure. Sometimes it's information. So let me explain what I mean. Most healing modalities focus on what's happening within you, your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your patterns, and your past experiences. And that work matters deeply. Inner healing is real and necessary and powerful, but there's a dimension that gets left out of most mainstream conversations about personal growth. The reality that we are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe. And sometimes what's keeping you stuck isn't coming from inside you at all. Sometimes the block is external interference operating at the soul level. I'm talking about energetic attachments, entities, intrusions, violations of your spiritual sovereignty. Forces that don't belong to you, didn't originate with you, and can't be resolved through inner work because they're not actually yours to heal. When someone has fragments of their soul missing due to trauma, or when foreign energies have attached to their field, or when their boundaries have been spiritually violated, no amount of positive thinking or shadow work will fully shift what's happening. It's like trying to heal a broken bone with affirmations. The effort is sincere, but it's not addressing the actual injury. Now, this isn't about demons lurking around every corner or making people afraid of the spiritual realm. Most of the time, soul-level interference is far more ordinary than that, and far more common than people realize. You might be experiencing this if you feel like you're not yourself, or like something is dampened or muted in you. If you experience intrusive thoughts that feel foreign to your nature, if you can't access parts of yourself that used to be present, like your creativity, your joy, your clarity, your inner strength. Maybe you feel drained in ways that don't match your actual circumstances, or you keep hitting the same wall over and over, no matter what approach you try. These can all be signs that something beyond psychological patterns is at play. Trauma can fracture the soul, causing pieces to leave for safety. Violation, whether physical, emotional, energetic, can create openings for intrusions. Sometimes we unknowingly carry energies that attached during vulnerable moments. And when this is happening, traditional healing methods will help to a point, but they can't complete the work because they're not designed to address what's actually causing the problem. In my practice, I offer soul protection and soul restoration, always through divine guidance and in an angelic partnership. And what I've witnessed again and again is that when the right intervention happens at the soul level, things that couldn't shift for years suddenly move. Not because the person was doing something wrong before, not because they finally figured it out or became worthy enough, but because the actual source of the interference was finally addressed. Soul protection and restoration work clears what doesn't belong, retrieves what was lost, and helps restore your sovereignty over your own energy and life. It addresses the spiritual reality of your situation, not just the psychological or emotional layers. And this doesn't mean your inner work wasn't valuable. Everything you've done to understand yourself and grow in consciousness matters. But sometimes that work needs to be coupled with a soul-level intervention to create the full shift that you're seeking. So here's what I want you to hold. You can be kind to yourself and recognize that something external might need attention. You can stop the self-blame spiral and explore whether soul protection work is what's needed. You can honor all the healing you've already done and acknowledge there might be a missing piece. The stuckness you're experiencing isn't evidence that you're broken. It might simply be your system's way of saying, this needs a different kind of help. That's not failure. That's information. If any of this resonates, I invite you to get curious rather than critical. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? Try asking, what might be happening here that I haven't considered? Pay attention to what feels true in your body as you sit with this. Notice if there's recognition or relief or a sense of, yeah, that could be it. And please be gentle with yourself. You haven't been failing at healing. You've been navigating something complex with the tools that you had available. That always takes courage. Sometimes the most loving thing we can do is stop trying harder with the same approach and ask for help that matches what's actually needed. Your soul knows what it needs. Your stuckness might be its way of telling you. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Grace and peace.